And I took them to this drummer friend of mine's house in Hendersonville, Tennessee, and about 3 months before Christmas. And this drummer at the time was working for Ricky Skaggs, and he had an endorsement with several different companies. And he took my son's drums apart, completely apart, and put new skins on them. And I think fiber skins or some kind of something he had an endorsement with, which was better than the pearls. And he teched them all out. And he came over. We had midnight mass. Went to mass at midnight on Christmas Eve, and it lasts 1 hour. It's on the money, the Catholics are. And at 1 o'clock we left. 20 minutes later, I'm driving up my driveway, and this kid beelined into our basement. Every house in Tennessee has a basement. And he ran right past those drums. The drummer came by at midnight, right after we left, put them in there, teched them all out, tuned them up, put a set of drumsticks and a bow, hung the bow on. And excuse me. And it wasn't short after that Nick ran through that door as fast as he could. He passed them up, and he got halfway up the stairway, and he caught his eye because he realized he just passed them. And he turned, and it was just like Christmas. My buddy had played Santa Claus. That's my buddy that did that. Thank you. He now drums and has for 20 or 30 years. I don't even know how long, Mike, but he's been with George Strait for a long, long time. And in my opinion, and I don't take this away from any other of my drumming friends, including my son, but this is the finest drummer on the planet. Yeah. And it's amongst all of our peers. It's not my opinion, just my opinion. It's amongst all of my peers. They will tell you the same thing. Mike Kennedy is the best drummer in the world. And I just thought, he texted me, said, I'm going to be in town for a week. If there's anything I can do, let me know. And I said, there's one thing you could do. Because if I have to turn around and look at another drummer, I want it to be Mike. On my first time to have to play without my boy. He helped raise Nick. We raised kids together. And his kids and my kids, they would go to pizza places or Chuck E. Cheese or whatever it was and hang out and play. But I thank y'all for putting up with me for being so emotional, but this is a big day for me to send my son off and have to continue without him. And I know I'll get through it. I won't ever get over it, but I have the strength of the Lord in my heart, and I also have all you friends that uplift me, and I appreciate every one of you. I can't thank you enough for being here. And I know Nick would love us to play music and enjoy ourselves because that's what he was all about. And again, I want to thank Mike Kennedy for making the effort for being here, setting up his drums. But the guy who really, really is responsible for this coming off as sweet as it was, again, is Mr. Keith Lutz. I'd like to thank the pastors, our pastors of this church. They came to my house. They were at my house 15, 20 minutes after they heard from Jackie. They just showed up. That's what pastors do. And that's what people who love you do. And we discussed how to do this. And I'm very grateful that they opened the doors to their church to have not only to have the service, but this jam session following. And I want to get everybody that I know in here that plays music, I want y'all to hang on because you're going to get up here. And we're going to try, even if we only get to do one song or 2 songs each. But I want to, I've got one, thank you. Oh, okay. This is my mother-in-law. And I have a mother-in-law joke that I tell a lot. And she really, really likes it. She tells it herself. A few weeks ago, it was raining cats and dogs at my house, and I heard the doorbell ring, and I went to the door, and it was my mother-in-law. And I said, honey, don't just stand out there in the rain. Go home. And she knows better. I would never tell her that. Sweetest lady on earth right there is Miss Beverly, my mother-in-law. I'd like to thank Jackie for everything she's done as well. We've worked really hard at putting our minds together and coordinating. We've had a few fusses and fights, raised our voice at each other. That it's turmoil and it's just really tough. But in the very end of it, it's bittersweet. We love each other, and she was the best mother to my son that any woman that I've ever known could be. So I love you, Jackie. So with all that being said, and I hope I thanked everybody and I haven't missed anyone, let's have some fun. Let's have some fun. Nick would love that. So we're going to kick it off. I don't know what you're going to do. You're going to come down the list. I need to hear Larry a little bit, see if I got him in my monitor. I love Larry, but he's usually not 100 feet away from me. I can hear his amp a lot of times. I can't hear none of that. Technology is so cool. I can do anything I want up here. I can get anything I want up here. If anything out there don't sound good, that guy in the middle right there in the black with the black glasses on, throw rocks at him. He's the one that's running it out there. That's Chuck. Chuck, thank you for doing this for us, Hall.
Let him get his real guitar.
What are you talking
Not the real, that is the real guitar right there.
You ought to be playing this one. If you ever played
That's
this
right.
one, you'd burn that one.
Well, I'm thinking about burning this one anyways because I'm having a lot of problems with it. So, but thank goodness Neil's here. He's going to try to fix it.
Oh, by the way, Neil Peterson, y'all seen all my posts about him building me this little cub guitar, Bear Cub. Neil Peterson is here, right here. Neil, take a stand, please. Show everybody who you are. This guy right here is a genius when it comes to building instruments, and he built me this, hand-built me this guitar and put my name on it. No, you can't have it.
Oh, while Bill's getting all ready to go with his electric guitar, just real quick, just like to say a couple of things. And first of all, Bill, no need for the recognition. It's my honor to get to do this for you guys. Nick was an awesome guy. We had a lot of fun together, and I was actually trying to think of some stories that I could tell about our time together, and I couldn't come up with any that were appropriate in church. Can you think of any, Larry? I didn't think so. I'm not going to ask Bill because
I'm done. I'm done. I've said my part.
But I did think of one thing that I thought was funny about Nick, and that was, I was thinking about how fortunate we are that the Lord comes for us and we don't have to go find him. Because Nick could be challenged when it came to directions. So thank goodness,
even with GPS, it was tough.
Even with GPS, sometimes.
We have a standard saying, and it's been this way since he was a little boy, and it goes like this. Where's Nick?
That's right.
You fill in the blanks.
Who was once a bull against sun